It's the great Australian dream, packing the car, hitching the van and hitting the road with friends and family to check out the very best this great big country has to offer. Well, it's that time of year again. The kids are back at school, the holidays are over. But that doesn't mean you can't start daydreaming, because they do say the best way to get over the end of your holiday is start planning the next one. If you're in the process of putting together your own dream trip this coming winter touring season, then now's the time to start getting organised so you're well sorted well before it comes time to head off. One major improvement that can be made to any car before tackling the long haul is to the area responsible for carrying the load and keeping all four wheels on the ground. This is a pretty standard suspension for the back of a ute. Big leaf spring, it does the heavy lifting, and a shock absorber, it controls the movement. Because it's standard, it can't be all things to all people. So what you need to ask yourself is, what kind of emu are you? Of course, the emu I'm referring to is Old Man Emu, who've been engineering suspension kits right here in Australia for more than 20 years. Because there's hundreds of springs and shocks in the range, they can be customised to suit different applications, from off-road competition cars to on-road tourers. What you've got here are 4 different rear springs, 4 different front springs and shockies to suit. So we've got 64 combinations just for this vehicle here, so it can handle anything from a school bus run to a Cape trip. So how do you find out what kind of emu you are? Well, we have to have a big conversation about where you want to go, what you want to do when you get there, and how much stuff you want to take with you. The owner of this Hilux wants something comfy for getting around town and the occasional trip to the beach, so we've opted for a relatively light configuration. This will give him a softer ride on the road, and the improved shock absorbers will help keep all 4 wheels glued to the tarmac, dirt trails or beach tracks along the way. For most people, touring ultimately means towing. And whether it's a big caravan like this one or a camper trailer, one thing you can be sure of: when you strap 2.5 tonnes behind a standard vehicle, it's going to have an awfully big impact on how it handles on the road. We've set this vehicle up specifically to deal with the weight of the big van. And what we've got in the front is a fair bit softer spring than we'd normally go, and in the rear, a lot firmer spring than we'd normally have. And the result of that is we're all sitting perfectly level. And the proof is in the pudding. Perfect. With the vehicle and van all level, it means the whole package is perfectly balanced, with plenty of weight over the front wheels, which of course is where all our steering and most of our braking takes place. To finish the job, bolt on a bit of protection equipment, a good set of lights, and you're well on your way to being set up for the big trip. Well, there you have it. 2 identical cars, both set up for completely different purposes, and they're ready for a bit of adventure. That's the easy bit. And the hard bit, well, I'll leave that up to you. That's where to take them.